Guys, this is Primeflex and I'm back with another massive profitable strategy. If you're new to my channel, kindly make sure you subscribe to the channel and show your love by clicking on the like button and clicking on the notification bell so you can get every notifications whenever I release a very massive profitable video like this one. All right, so this is based on popular demand, and it is more like a continuity from my Boom 1000 price action strategy video. If you haven't checked that out, make sure to check that out right now. All right, so this is going to be for Crash 1000, and I'm going to be demonstrating a different thing entirely. Now, I'm supposed to talk about the heads and shoulders for Crash 1000, but I think I'll be doing that in my next video because I think I shouldn't do it immediately after the Boom 1000 heads and shoulders. So I'm going to give you some time to really understand the general heads and shoulder pattern in Boom 1000 before I release a video for Crash 1000. All right, guys. So this video is going to be about Crash 1000, and in this video we are going to be following a very simple strategy. All right, a very simple very simple rules. All right, so what we are going to be doing for this video is we are going to be using the RSI 10 level, which has always been our window level, and our charts, our price action window. All right, and this window is just for us to check how the market is actually behaving. So we're going to be doing more focus on on this window. Let me just make sure that is as big as possible. All right, so what are we doing today? Like I said, we are going to be doing a price action video, and the what we're going to be doing, actually, sorry for the interruption. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be following a very simple price action step, and the price action step is what I call the two touch. All right, so when we have the RSI make a downward a pattern like this, so when we have the RSI make a pattern like this, sorry for that, like this. All right, so what we are going to be looking for is we're looking for the market to make a pattern like this. Then we need the first touch, which is going to be the upward touch, and then we need what the second touch, and then we are going to use a trend line to to combine or to connect the two touches together. All right, and what we are going to be waiting for next in the market is we are going to be waiting for a breakout of that of that trend line. All right, we've gotten the first touch, we've gotten the second touch, and what we are going to be looking for is the breakout. So we have the first touch, we have, which could be the A, we have the second touch, which is the B, and then we have the breakout. All right, first touch, second touch, and then the breakouts. So I call it the two touch strategy. All right, so let me just quickly get to using this strategy practically. All right, there are no really too much introductions to be done for this strategy. All right, so you want to make sure your trend line is not that slopey. All right, it shouldn't be too far down to the ground. All right, and it also shouldn't be too far, it shouldn't be too straight. All right, it shouldn't be too downward, and it shouldn't be too straight. All right, because we want a perfect downward trend. All right, we don't want it to be too slopey or too straight. All right, so in this case we have a trend line like this. All right, so you can see here we have the first touch, and then we have the second touch. All right, so the first touch, which is the A, sorry for that, the first touch, which is the A, the second touch, which is the B, and then we have we have the breakout right here, and you can see how the market moved. All right, so this is a very interesting strategy. All right, so you can see right here as well, I have the first touch, right here, I have the second touch right here. You want to make sure the it is actually very correct, touching the peak of the trend. All right, so we have the first touch right here, we have the second touch right here as well, and then we have the breakout. All right, so first touch, second touch, and then we have the breakout. Boom. All right, so that is basically that is basically how this works. All right, so we just need two touches in the market. We need the first touch, we need the second touch, and we need a breakout of the market. All right, so That is just how it works. All right, so we won't be the reason why we won't be able to use these two peaks is because you can see how slopey to the down the trend line is. If I'm going to use this first peak and the second peak, it is actually connecting and there's an actual breakout in this case, but in most cases it is not going to be so. All right, so because the trend line is what is too straight. All right, too straight to the downward side. All right, so we won't be able to use that. All right, so you can see right here as well, we have a trend line here as well. You can see that, and then you can see the breakouts. All right, so you can also see for this as well, you can see the breakout for here as well. So basically this is just a very simple strategy to follow. All right, just two touches. You need two touches in the market. You need the first touch, which is at the peak, and then you need the second touch. So there's the first touch, there's the second touch, and then you have the what, and then you have the breakout. All right, so this is a very simple, very simple strategy, very simple strategy. All right, so in everything you do, always make sure that there's a clear breakout. All right, so I have my first touch and my second touch, and then I have the breakout right here. I won't be able to use all these rugged spikes because they are down to what. If I should show you, you will see they are too straight to the downside, so I won't be able to use them, except this one right here. I'll be able to use this one right here. Then I have the breakout, and you can see how the market went up. All right, you can see. So that is it for the two touch system. All right, it is a very effective. It is basically mainly you should use it only for crash 1000. All right, because crash 1000, the lines are more definite. All right, the lines are more definite. For boom 1000, you are going to be having unexpected spikes and unexpected spikes and peaks at every angle. All right, what do I call a peak? This is a peak right here. This is a peak. This is a peak. A peak is a sharp end at the RSI. So whenever I say peak, you should know that is what I'm referring to. So for boom 1000, the peaks are always too much. All right, but for crash 1000, the peak the lines are more defined. I'll put it that way. The lines are more defined, and it is easier for you to find the two touch system. All right, so you can see right here as well, and you want to make sure when drawing your trend line that the trend line itself is actually touching the peak. All right, it is actually touching the peak. If I should zoom in right here, you will see that my trend line is actually touching the peak, all right, you can see right here as well, it is what, touching the peak. All right, this shouldn't be the case for you. This shouldn't be the case for you. You shouldn't do something like this. You can see right here now, the line has gone below the peak. All right, you might get a false breakout. If something like this happens. You might get what, a false breakout. So you want to make sure that and you don't want to do something like this because you might get a late breakout. All right, so it is all about timing when you're using the two touch system. All right, so you want to make sure the trend line is resting on the what, on the peak. Let me just do that. So you want to make sure the trend line is what, resting on the peak, so you can get the early breakout you want, and you can get the market where you want it to be. All right, so I can go on and you can see the peaks, and I can go on and show you guys how to use this, and that is for sure. You're going to see how effective the two touch system is. All right, I can go on and keep showing you signals and entries using the system. All right, so basically it is a very simple system. All right, and I've been saying the same thing over and over and over and over again. All right, it's a very simple system. If you can master the system, trust me, you are going to be killing the market. All right, so that's it for this video. That's it for using the two touch system. So let me just go through it once again. You want the market to make a what, you don't want the market to make two touches. You need the first touch, the first peak and the second peak, and you're going to be using a line to connect to the two peaks, and then you are waiting for a clear breakout out of the trend line to signal an upward motion. And whenever you see the clear breakout, you take a buy. Now for the take profits, how many candles should you take as your profit? It all depends on you. It all depends on whether you are using a risk to reward ratio like I explained in my in my previous video. The link will be in the description box, so you want to check that out on how to use take profit for these kinds of strategies. All right, I'll be doing most of these kinds of strategies very soon. All right, so I don't think any YouTuber does this because I do this. I do this because I use it. All right, I don't just slap indicators and whatever on the chart and I just tell you what to do. No, this is actual price action combined with indicator. I don't think anyone has ever done that. All right, so that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to leave a like button if you like this video, and make sure to drop a testimony like everyone has been doing if you have been using my strategy and if it has been profitable for you. All right, thanks for watching this video. Prime Flex says bye bye.